Ready to move to the next level in your product career? I'm Shobit from Intentional Product Manager. Join me as we discuss ways to help you stand out in your job search and your career so you can have more impact and make more money. Hey friends, welcome back to the Intentional Product Manager podcast. This is your host Shobit Chok, CEO and founder of Intentional Product Manager. Now, today's episode doesn't feature any guests. It's just me. And it's for every product leader, every ambitious product manager, every aspiring director or VP who's been grinding, trying to land the next role, show up more powerfully, or finally break through that income ceiling, but still feels like they're stuck. And if that's you, I want you to know something right up front. It's probably not your strategy. It's probably not your resume. It's not even the job market. It's the approach that you're taking. And more specifically, it's the state your nervous system is operating from. Let me repeat that. It's the state that your nervous system is operating from. I'm going to walk you through the one fundamental shift that I see change everything for my clients, not just on paper, but in how they show up, how they feel, and the results that they achieve and they attract. Now, this is a deeper episode, but it's also one of the most practical and repeatable ones that I've ever recorded. If you've ever struggled with procrastination, rejection, fear of reaching out, or you just feel blocked in your job search, keep listening and let's go. So let's start with the trap that I see so many product managers fall into. They come into the program thinking, hey, if I just fine-tune the words on my resume, get my story tight, apply to more roles, something will change. And you know what? Sometimes that helps. But what happens when you've done all that and you know what you have to get done and you have the roadmap in front of you and still you're procrastinating? You're not following up on leads. You're overwhelmed by rejections. Or worse, you're frozen. You're watching others move ahead and you're just wondering, why can't you break through? Why are you feeling stuck? Look, I've worked with over 1,000 PMs. I've seen it play out way too many times to just call this random chance. This is not an issue of tactics. It's an issue of your mental state. See, when your nervous system is in survival mode, when it's upregulated, stressed, or in flight or fight, the brain can't do long-term thinking. It can't create. It can't imagine possibility. It cannot lead. All it wants to do is protect. And from that place, you avoid risk, avoid rejection, avoid visibility. All the things that actually lead to the next level of success. So mindset is the operating system. Let me put it another way. Mindset isn't just about positive thinking. It's your internal operating system. If your nervous system is wired for danger, for high alert, constant threat, proving yourself every second, then no matter how smart you are, how skilled you are, you'll sabotage your progress. You'll spend all the time looking for threats that, frankly speaking, don't even exist, or they're actually not much of a threat. It's just normal part of life. You'll hold back in interviews, you'll skip networking messages, you'll free up at the moment as soon as there's some friction. And you'll start believing, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe it's just the market. Maybe it's just bad timing. It's like sometimes we get wired to respond as if there's an immediate threat, like there's a lion or a cheetah or something that's about to come and kill you. And there's no lions. They're away in the forest. You're safe here. But your mind behaves like there's a lion ready to eat you right here. I mean, lions don't typically eat people, but whatever. So what's the fix here? I know you want the fix, but I want you to understand, want you to own that sometimes you're feeling that way. The fix is to regulate your system. It's to reset your mindset. It's to rewire your identity. This is the work that truly changes your outcomes at your income. In fact, I tell my clients up front, look, we're going to cover a lot of things in our program. But this mindset stuff, the stuff that seems fluffy and you want to ignore, here's the bottom line. If you do this well and you screw up on most of the other things, you'll still probably succeed. If you don't do this well and you ace everything else, you'll probably not succeed or you'll probably struggle a lot. It's like this is the one thing that makes people unbeatable. And it starts with something that I call minimum viable progress. Or for the Canadians, minimum viable progress. That's an inside joke that we have. But anyway, let's keep going. What's the minimum viable progress or the minimum viable reset? I'm not going to ask you for meditate for an hour for a day or journal 10 pages a day. What I'm going to give you is just a starting point. Now, we go much deeper in our program with these practices, but why don't you just start with 10 minutes of meditation and 2 minutes of gratitude journaling every day for 7 days. That's it. Now, what's 10 minutes of meditation? Go on YouTube. Go get Calm or Headspace or one of the other apps. Put on a meditation prompt, follow their guidance. I'm not going to guide you through the actual meditation. And it's not like, oh, there's suddenly one meditation that's better than the other. I mean, like for me, you can see for people who are watching this on video, my cat literally came and jumped on my lap. And a big part of morning meditation is when I meditate, my cat just comes in, jumps on my lap and purrs. And that further drives the mindset that I want to achieve, the frequency I want to be in. But the reason why this works is because it slows you down. It gets you back into your body. It stops the spiral of overthinking. And it reconnects you with the version of yourself that knows that they're capable, that they're calm, that they're clear. You don't have to feel absolutely amazing that you do it and feel that you're doing it wrong because you're not feeling amazing. You just have to do it. It's like going to the gym. You won't see the muscles after one session. You don't see 30 pounds of weight loss after 3 days of a better diet, but you do once you practice it. I mean, I just went through about 38 pounds of weight loss and it was hard. It was really hard and it took a while, but I would never go back to the old identity. But here's the thing, you have to trust this process. This thing called meditation, it's not up for debate, something people have been doing for a long time. And the journaling, what is gratitude journaling? Very simply, you're just noticing things you're thankful for and you're writing them down. Why is that critical? Well, it forces your mind to notice what's working, what's already good, what's already here. That's fuel for everything else. We begin all our group coaching sessions with this thing called celebrations. And the rule is you do not apologize for your celebrations. You don't say, oh, this is a small celebration, this is a big celebration. You just celebrate anything that you're thankful for, anything that you're happy about. It forces your mind to now notice what's working. One of the people who I really follow on YouTube and Spotify, in fact, this is like end of 2025 when I'm recording it, and both YouTube Music and Spotify told me this was my number one podcast, guy named David Baer, last name Baer. He says you live in two states of being, powerful state and the primal state. And resistance builds up when you're in a primal state. And that resistance actually causes you to not achieve your goals. He also has an equation which says desire plus non-resistance equals desired outcome. So your job is just to eliminate the resistance. It's not to hustle or grind because you'll get there once you eliminate the resistance. Seeing all these people through the job search, I've noticed 6 mindset traps that people run into. Let's reset them. And I'm going in depth with this is literally the lesson we have inside intentional job search. It's these things. So let's break down the 6 biggest mindset issues that come up in the job search, how to reset each one. First one, somebody does meditation for a couple of days and they say, mindset practices don't work for me. I don't see the results. So I'm going to give up. I mentioned earlier, but that's like going to the gym for 2 days and being like, wait, where's my biceps? It's not there. They'll get there. Of course, these don't work at first. Especially if you've been living in your head for years. You've been wiring your brain one way and you expect to rewire it in 3 days after having wired it a certain way for years. No, just start with minimum viable progress. 12 minutes is all I ask. Meditate, 2 minutes of gratitude journaling. Just start with that. You can add many things over time. You can change things. You can go deeper, but just start with the minimum viable. Second one, I don't have time. I can say a lot of things here. But you'll be shocked how much time is going to reactive tasks, scrolling, busy work. Strolling is actually good, going out for a walk, but scrolling and busy work. Make time by facing the truth of where it's going. Do a time audit. I think these were words by Mahatma Gandhi, though I'm not 100% sure. He was like, oh, I'm very busy today, so I'm going to meditate for 2 hours instead of 1 hour. Because that's what it takes to actually succeed. Number 3, procrastination. If you procrastinate, use the MAT model. MAT. Motivation, connect to why this matters. Ability, break it down into tiny steps. Trigger, tie it to something in your schedule. For example, my rule is in the morning, If I don't meditate, I don't get my coffee. Guess who meditates every single day? I do, because I need that coffee. I am addicted to caffeine. I own that. And for me to function, well, I need that. And so that's why I meditate. And I keep that alive. Now I actually don't need that anymore, but still I keep that because it's also a good reward. Towards the end of the meditation, I start taking the first few sips. You see, I'm taking another sip of my coffee right now. It's there. And that just makes it simple, repeatable, powerful. Number 4 is fear of reaching out for help. This one's big. I see product managers with amazing networks still holding back. Why? They don't want to bother people. Here's the shift you need to make. The world wants to help, but they're busy. That means you reach out, not once, not twice, not 3 times, as many times as needed. Start small. Reach out to a close contact. Get a win. Let that build your confidence. Another person who I listen to a lot is Alex Hermosi. He talks mostly to entrepreneurs, but one of the recent episodes that I probably listened to like the 100th time over, literally 100th time over, is he says, no one cares, just win. Nobody's going to ask you who all you asked for help, who was instrumental in helping you succeed once you have success. Just get to success. Take whatever help you need to. Don't let your pride get in the way. Issue number 5, your rejection hits real fast, like hits really hard. And this is real. It's not about not feeling the sting. It's all about how fast you bounce back. So most of the time, what people end up doing is that if they feel rejection, they feel like something and it hits them really hard, they immediately try to bounce back. And what I want to tell you is you should not do that. You should actually take time to process that rejection, and then you bounce back with powerful questions. Now, how do you process it? There's a whole technique called letting go. You can look for this book called Letting Go by David Hawkins. Pretty easy to find. We teach that in our program as well. It's one of the most powerful practices ever. So that's what letting go is all about. You have to process the rejection, let it pass through you, let your body actually process the emotion, and then you bounce back. You don't be just like, hey, I should not feel rejection, so I'm going to bounce back. And then you further cause pain by considering yourself wrong for feeling that rejection. So let yourself feel that and then bounce back. Last but not least, probably the biggest one, interview nervousness. People go to a mock interview or a real interview, and before that, you just feel like incredibly nervous. As Tony Robbins says it best, state before strategy. Repeat after me, state before strategy. Before you go and figure out how to do something, get in the right mental state. So build a pre-interview routine. It might involve breath work, movement, listening to music, jumping around, doing whatever you need to get in the right state, visualization, anchoring to your persona. This isn't fluff. Like, think of the top athletes in the world. What do? They don't just go and be like, cool, it's time to play. I'm feeling nervous, whatever. No, they have the routines. They get in the right mental state as much as physical state before they go and play the most important plays, whatever it is. So this isn't fluff. It's performance psychology, and it works. Now, here's the truth most people won't tell you. The quality of your job search has less to do with strategy and more to do with state. Strategy is important. We spent all this time figuring out strategy, helping people figure out how do they take some core stories, communicate it well. All of that really matters. But here's the thing. I believe you have the skill. I believe you have the potential. What you need now is a nervous system that allows you to show up fully, ask boldly, lead very clearly, and receive powerfully. And this is what we train in the Intentional Job Search program. But even if you never join, I want you to remember this. When you operate from safety, you will lead with clarity. When you feel grounded, your energy will shift the room. When you regulate your mind, your results catch up. You can literally influence your interviewer with your mental state and then add everything else you've done on top. This is how you reset your career. This is how you get to the next level. This is how you maximize your income. And this is how you achieve your potential. All right, that's it for today. If this resonated with you and if you want help putting this into action, you want a step-by-step system for getting results in your job search that includes mindset work, all without burning out, go check out the Intentional Job Search program. You can find all the details at the website intentionalproductmanager.com. And look, if this episode helped, please help me out. Forward it to a friend. Take a screenshot, post it on LinkedIn, tag me. I want to hear what landed for you most. Until next time, stay intentional, stay powerful. And remember that your nervous system creates your results. Train it very well. I'll see you very soon. Hey, be sure to check out our website at intentionalproductmanager.com to see how you can level up in your career.